Your Excellency, Mr. President, we have formed a quorum. Chamber is ready for business, sir.
Distinguished colleagues, it took time before we could form quorum today, but there was, I think we have. I was also a bit worried because of the and distinguished senators adjust. Distinguished Senator Webo and others with Senator Oshiloku are currently no, they are in London. They are in London on oversight functions, a very sizable and marine transportation. So, but I welcome all of you. I had to wait this long to ensure that we can have a quorum for the day. Otherwise, my plan was by 12:30 we'll suspend today's sitting for lack of quorum as a result of the engagement of our colleagues outside. But we have formed a quorum, so the business of the day can start. Votes and proceedings, page 1129.
Page 1129.
Page 1130.
1129, sir.
Page 1131. Page 1132. Page 1133. Page 1134. 1137, 138,
Thank you, Mr. President. Distinguished colleagues, my name is Senator Austin Akobundu. I represent the good people of Abia Central Senatorial. Be adopted as a true reflection of what transpired. I so move.
Distinguished Senator Yunus.
Mr. President, My name is Yunus Biodun Akitunde, representing Oyo Central. I want to second the motion moved for the adoption of the vote and proceedings of Wednesday, 26 November 2025. I so second.
Distinguished colleagues, the motion has been moved and seconded. Those in support of the motion say aye. Approved. Distinguished colleagues, I want to acknowledge the presence of staff and students of A.S. Sahabi Guru, am I right? Sahabi Guru, International Academy, Kwarimpa, Abuja, who are in the gallery to observe today's proceedings. I wish you fruitful observations and journey messages back to your school. And I apologize if I did not get the name of your school correctly. I noticed some of you are smiling. You may be seated. I also wish to acknowledge the presence of staff and students of Fountain Primary School, Kado Estate, Abuja, who are also in the gallery to observe today's proceedings. I want to wish you fruitful observations. God, you may be seated. Let me equally acknowledge the presence of staff and students of the Hillside School in Gwarimpa. Observations. God's mercies and protection, and journey mercies back to your destination. You may be seated. Yes, Senator Ningi also observed that all of you are very well dressed. So congratulations for the neatness, and the dressing. You make us proud as future leaders of Nigeria. A delegation of leaders from Ogun State also at the gallery to observe the proceedings. It's very rare to see high chiefs and highnesses together with the Otumbas coming to observe our sitting. So we welcome you with happiness, and we wish you God's peace and journey mercies back to Ogun State. Thank you for coming. You may be seated. Distinguished colleagues, the following senators are actually celebrating their birthdays starting from this 27th day of November 2025. Senator Isa Shaibulao, Distinguished Senator Adebule Idiat Oluranti. On behalf of the Senate, I want to wish the distinguished senators happy birthday, long life, prosperity, and many more years of service to our fatherland. Congratulations, and happy birthday to you all.
That Organization of Nigeria, they allege that the Standard Organization of Nigeria Task Force, no legal impediment, they've not gone to court.
You may proceed to lay the petition. Code of Conduct and Public Petitions to revert to the Senate within 2 weeks. Yes, distinguished Senator. Former Speaker.
Senator Nekan Bassi, here from my constituents. Several correspondence have been exchanged between my predecessor and my humble self between now Renaissance African Energy Company on this matter in efforts to get him reinstated, but the case has dragged till today and is inconclusive. The matter is sub judice, sir. So with their permission, I can lay it before you.
The matter is sub judice?
It's not sub judice.
Okay. You will proceed to lay the petition.
Your Excellency, I have another petition here from my constituents who is on suspension, Provost of Federal College of Education, Ibianibo. He feels and he thinks his suspension is not justifiable, and he wants the Senate to look into it.
You may proceed to lay the two petitions.
Thank you, the President.
The two petitions are hereby referred to the Senate Committee on Ethics, Code of Conduct, and Public Petitions to revert to the Senate in 4 weeks. Any further petitions? No. Leader of the Senate.
The first business of the day is the presentation of an executive bill standing in my name on the Legal Practitioners Act, Repeal and Reenactment Bill 2025, SB 965. Mr. President, you may wish to invite the Clerk of the Senate to read the short title of the bill.
Clerk of the Senate.
Bill 2025 SB 969, first reading. Terrorism, Prevention and Prohibition Act Amendment Bill 2025 SB 969, first reading taken. The Leader of the Senate. The Leader of the Senate.
Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, the third business of the day is the presentation of a bill standing in the name of most distinguished Senator Hussaini Babangida Uba on the Federal Medical Centers Act Amendment Bill 2025 SB 960. Mr. President, you may wish to invite the Clerk of the Senate to read the short title of the bill.
The Clerk of the Senate. Mr. President, distinguished senators, Federal Medical Centers, Federal Medical
Senator Karimi Sunday Steve on the National Emergency Security Fund Establishment Bill 2025 SB 961. Mr. President, you may wish to invite the Clerk of the Senate to read the short title of the bill.
The Clerk of the Senate. Mr. President, distinguished senators, National Emergency Security Fund Establishment Bill 2025 SB 961, first reading. National Emergency Security Fund Establishment Bill 2025 SB 961, first.
President, very distinguished colleagues, the fifth business of the day is the presentation of a bill 25 SB 963 SB 964. Mr. President, you may wish to invite the Clerk of the Senate to read the short title of the bill.
The Clerk of the Senate. Mr. President, distinguished senators, Citizenship and Leadership Training Center Act Amendment Bill 2025 SB 964, first reading. Amendment Bill 2025 SB 964, first reading taken. The Leader of the Senate.
Mr. President, of the Nigerian Army University Act Amendment Bill 2025 SB 833. Distinguished senators will recall that the bill was read the first time in this chamber on Tuesday, 28 October 2025. To move the motion for the bill to be read a second time.
Senator Alain Deme, you are invited to take to the floor to move the motion that the bill
Out. Mr. President and my distinguished colleagues, I rise to lead the debate on the bill for an act to amend the Nigerian Army University Establishment Act 2020 and for related matters 2025 SB 833. Distinguished colleagues, the Nigerian Army University Bill was established in 2020 as a specialized institution designed to advance research, innovation, capacity building for Nigeria's armed forces, while it also served as the civilian population. Over the years, the bill was read for the first principal act, require updating to bring its governance structure in alignment with established standards of Nigerian public university and to ensure clearer administrative coordination between university and the armed forces in the military education. Mr. President does not clearly harmonize the federal universities and reinforces supervisory role of the Ministry of Education. And Mr. President, let me add, provide for interest representation and ensure participation of the host community.
This structure ensures that the Council benefits norms guiding federal distinguished colleagues continues to serve both Nigeria and...
Sorry. Order. That before any bill is brought before us, the gazetted copy should be distributed for this to go on. Otherwise,
also clarify, I agree with him partially, but this is the second reading, and we have
vision of any deliberation on any to go on. It's up to you. But if you said no, because we have resolved already, we resolved last week, and we need to go by our own resolution. So is it the view of the Senate that we continue? Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. So the ayes have it. So you can continue. You can continue.
Thank you, distinguished Mr. President, distinguished senators. My name is Mohammed Tahir Monguno. I represent Borno North Senatorial District. I am supporting the second reading of this bill against the background of the fact that this bill is res ipsa loquitur. It speaks for itself. It doesn't need much debate. It only seeks to do the needful to bring the modus operandi of the university under consideration, to make it in consonance with best practice with regard to administration as obtained in other public universities, of making the president the visitor and what have you. So against this background, I support the second reading of this bill. It's very straightforward.
Senator Kaka SAN, and then we allow a former lecturer, former academic, well, academic, still an academic, so that so bear his mind. But Senator Kaka, just a second, you will take the floor after him. SAN.
Thank you, Mr. President, and my distinguished colleagues. My name is Kaka Shehu Lawan, and I represent the very good and resilient people of Borno Central Senatorial to Mohammed Ali. I am the closest senatorial district to Borno South. My constituents are also beneficiaries of the university. In addition, I rather align myself with the mover and then the eloquent contribution of distinguished Senator Mohammed Monguno, and urge my respected colleagues to support this bill so that it can scale the second reading and go to the next stage of lawmaking. I so move, Mr. Senate President. I so support.
We listen to Senator Abdullah, an academic, so that right there, from there we can now put the vote, whether to allow the vote.
Thank you very much,
the
Mr. President. I am Abdullahi, representing Kebbi North. Mr. President, just like the chief whip of the academic in the university, who has been in Senate of both university and in council, the amendments that are being sought by Senator Ndume are well thought out and in the right direction. Therefore, I don't think the bill deserves further debate. Therefore, I think we should expedite Ndume for his foresight in seeing these lacuna in the administrative arrangement of the university. Because what he's suggesting now has brought the university into line with what is expected of an institution of that nature in this country. I so submit, Mr. President.
Well, for the tradition of allowing, once a principal officer shows interest that he wants to bear your mind, and then we put the vote.
Thank you very much, Mr. President of the Senate. In tune with the modern operations in the university. So I support and I lend my voice to the second reading of this bill. Thank you, Mr. President.
Soldiers also teach civilians. So it's vote for civilians and members of the military that go to that university. Senator Adam Oshawale, we have done with debate, but is it? Okay, go ahead. Excuse me. Thank you. Now I put the vote. Those in favor that this bill be read the second time, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. The clerk of the Senate.
Mr. President, distinguished senators, a bill for an act to amend the Nigerian Army University Establishment Act and for related matters 2025 SB 833, second reading.
To amend the Nigerian Army University Bill, Establishment Act and for related matters 2025 to be brought back within 4 weeks. I commend Senator Ndime for bringing forward this bill in order to bring the law establishing Federal Army University Bill in tandem with what is applicable to other universities in Nigeria. And I also commend those who contributed to the debate. Senator Adel Shomale, let me, for guidance and for you to enrich your knowledge of how the second reading, a motion may be made that
you have no objection on the first issue that the army has to be represented because they own the university, they are funded it from their resources. Are you agree with that?
Former leader, I don't. Excuse me, former leader. I don't want to go far off the rules.
Yeah, that's what we are saying. But let him go.
Merit demerits. I don't like the bill. Is the bill, then you can begin to point where it.
Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, the second order of the day is the second reading of the National Ethnic and Reconciliation Commission Bill 2025 SB 924. Distinguished senators will recall that the bill was read for the first time in this hallowed chamber on Wednesday, 22nd of October 2025. Mr. President Anthony Okorie, the mover of the bill, who is currently away on official duty outside of the country, you may wish to invite most distinguished Senator Anthony Yaro, representing Gombe South, to.
Senator Anthony Yaro, you can mount. Okay, the floor is yielded to you to move the motion that the bill be taken as spelled out by the leader. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm distinguished Senator Anthony Yaro, representing the people of Gombe South. On behalf of my colleague who is away on official assignment, Professor Ani, I lead this debate. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I rise to lead the debate on the bill for an act to establish the National Ethnic and Reconciliation Commission, NEC, and for related matters thereof. This was first read on Wednesday, 22nd October 2025. Distinguished colleagues, the central objective of this bill is to foster national unity, promote peaceful coexistence among Nigerians' diverse ethnic groups, and provide an institutional mechanism for preventing, managing, and resolving ethnic-related conflicts. Fault line exploited by conflicts, entrepreneurs, extremism, misinformation, and political manipulations all over the country. Our nation continues to experience recurring communal and widening sense of reconciliation, and Reconciliation Commission will be empowered to recommend policies that promote justice, equity, and inclusion. Operate, especially more national values, civic identity grievances. While the Commission will require funding to operate, the economic and human cost of recurring ethnic conflicts, far major crisis, can save billions of naira and thousands of lives. Mr. President, distinguished children and citizens, and the stability of our democracy. Finally, by passing this unity over hostility.
Abia South. I have nothing against this bill. Electricity Regulatory Commission, NEC, already there. So we can't have two acronyms in any law that we...
Is that you make it. And talking about the heading, as Senator Abaribe has instigated me to, we have various ethnic groups, but I never heard of national ethnic, and we cannot event one. There is no national ethnic. We have various ethnic groups. There is not one.
A kind of an entity with a staff, office, and everything. I think that's what he's talking. Is it not the same thing that Absalom Committee is doing? The reconciliation and the rest?
No. The one I'm aware of is the one that they normally show up at the eve of every election to sign peace accord, etc., etc. But sir, to be honest, I wish we have all limited resources to create bodies and to appoint directors, executive and non-executive. Unfortunately,
because indeed, if we recall, during President Obasanjo's tenure, he set up a Human Rights Violations Investigations Commission, otherwise known as the Oputa Panel. If we had a commission charged with reconciling communities or ethnic groups or people that have differences, some of the crises that we are having will be addressed. So for this reason, Mr. President, I urge my colleagues to support the second reading of this bill. Any other issues concerning the title of the bill can be addressed during public hearing. I so submit.
Thank you. Dismissed colleagues, those in support that the bill to establish the National Ethnic and Reconciliation Commission to prevent, manage, and resolve ethnic conflicts, promote national cohesion, foster peace building, and for related matters, that this bill to establish a National Ethnic and Reconciliation Commission. You were saying something. I'm not opening it.
No, it has not completed. Hold on. Is Senator Patrick saying Duboise. Mr. President, I have something to say on this. I am feeling that we are only...
Are you for or against?
Well, I'm not for totally, because I want to give you information.
If you're not for, then you speak out, because really, I was listening to the this thing there. If I had my own view, I would say that we don't need a National Ethnic and Reconciliation Commission.
We have
and reconciliation. Now we ethnic groups will set up anyone that is required. But I'm saying your colleagues here are either afraid or they can. Nigeria does not need to the colleague who brought the bill.
This institute, we can strengthen
that be set up as a law in Nigeria. Say aye. Those again say nay. The nays have it.
And very distinguished colleagues, the third order of the day is the presentation and consideration on the order page Akwa Ibom. Honorable Noli Nkechi Gloria, PhD, Anambra, Babangida Amadu Brono, Ekiti, Imo, Lawal Yao Roni, Renewal, Jigawa, Ruth Jumei Ango, Kaduna, Muhammad Awa Nayab, Kano, Honorable Anas Isa Katsina, Abubakar Atiku, Dr. Ibrahim Abdullahi, Kwara, Honorable Pam Botman, Plateau, Aaron Chukwemeka, Rivers, Alhaji Abdullahi Aminu Tafida, Sokoto, Alhaji Abdullahi Comrade Boboy Sani Garba. Mr. President,
screening of 38 nominees.
Senate Committee on Federal Character and Intergovernmental, that the Senate do receive the report of the Senate Committee on Federal Character and Intergovernmental Affairs. I so second, Mr. President. Thank you, sir.
May proceed.
Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, this hallowed chamber at its sitting Character Commission is a statutory body with commissioners exiting at the end of their tenures and new appointees replacing them. Thus, in accordance with the section, the committee received the vetting by the Department of State Services with an acknowledgement of their respective documentations at the Code of Conduct Bureau, and thus invited them to appear before it for the screening exercise. The nominees appeared before the committee on Thursday, 13th November 2025. The committee accredited each nominee and also received clarifications from distinguished senators regarding their respective qualifications, experiences, suitability, proportional sharing of all citizenry. The nominees possess that 1. The nominations by Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic, let me save time, herewith affirms the stability of the nominees for the appointment, acknowledging the President and the leadership of the Senate for the opportunity committee.
I raise observations. The recommendations in the report is presenting 38 persons for biometric capture. As though there is one nominee that apparently.
Then, very distinguished colleagues, distinguished Senator Binos raised issues regarding nominee number 28. The clarification I need to make is that I will not need to go through another round of confirmation screening. So just to say that Mr. President, Mr. President, I want to lend my voice to the personalities that have been forwarded to us for clearance and confirmation for Federal Character Commission. And I was present during their screening, and I can attest to their credibility and suitability. To start with, 4 of them are former members, functional members of House of Representatives, including the nominated chairman, who was a member of House of Representatives, ditto for other 3 members. If you go through their resume, almost I know very well, who I can still file for anytime. So I want to urge our colleagues to give this nominee expedient support so that I can go and start the work they are appointed to serve. So, Mr. President, I support their nomination. Thank you for the opportunity.
Leader of the Senate, is there anybody that is opposed to proceeding with this? Any objection on any of the nominees? None. So, Leader, please move a motion. Let's go to Committee of the Whole.
Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, I rise to move that the Senate now resolves to Committee of the Whole for further consideration of this bill. I so move. Mr. President, I rise to second the motion moved by Senate Leader that we resolve to Committee of the Whole to consider the report. I so second.
Distinguished colleagues, the motion has been moved and seconded that we do resolve into Committee of the Whole to continue. Distinguished colleagues, Ayo Hulayad Omidiran is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Honorable Obinna Oriaku from Abia State for appointment as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Obinna Oriaku from Abia State for appointment as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission is hereby approved. The speaker say aye, those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Mrs. Madai is hereby approved. The same colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Mrs. Eunice Thomas from Akwa Ibom State for appointment as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Eunice Thomas from Akwa Ibom State as Federal Character Commissioner is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Honorable Noli Nkechi Gloria for appointment as Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say Guana from Bauchi State for appointment as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission. Those in favor say aye. Those against say Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Tony Okio from Bayelsa State as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Aliaba Eugene Takenda from Benue State for appointment as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Aliaba Eugene Takenda is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Engineer Modu Mustafa from Borno State for appointment as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Modu Mustafa for appointment as Federal Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Stella Odeekpo from Cross River State for appointment as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Stella Odeekpo is hereby approved. Will the Senate approve the nomination of Ederin Lovett EDC from Delta State for appointment as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Ederin Lovett EDC from Delta State as Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Barrister Nwokpo Vincent Nduka from Ebonyi State as Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Nwapo Vincent Duka as a commissioner in the Federal Character Commission is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Honorable Chief Victor Edoro from the Edo State as commissioner in the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Chief Victor Sabo Edoro from Delta State as a commissioner in the Federal Character Commission is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Peter Eze from Enugu State for appointment as commissioner in the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Peter Eze from Enugu State for appointment as commissioner in the Federal Character Commission is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Ibrahim Baba Mairiga from Gombe State for appointment as commissioner in the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Ibrahim Baba Mairiga from Gombe State is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Honorable Jerry Alagbazo from Imo State for appointment as commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Jerry Alagbazo from Imo State is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Lawal Yaoroni from Jigawa State for appointment as commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Lawal Yaoroni from Jigawa State is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Ruth Jumai Ango from Kaduna State for appointment as commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of the appointment of Mohammed Awar Neya from Kano State for appointment as commissioner in the Federal Character Commission is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Honorable Anas Issa from Katsina State? The ayes have it. The appointment of Anas Issa as commissioner in Federal Character Commission is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Abubakar Atiku Bunu from Kebbi State? Kebbi State is hereby approved. Appointment as commissioner of the Federal Character Commission. Those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Bello Idris Eneye from Kogi State as a commissioner in the Federal Character Commission is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Dr. Ibrahim Abdullahi from Kwara State for appointment as commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Ibrahim Abdullahi from Kwara State is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Abdul Wasiu Kayode Bawahala from Lagos State for appointment as commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Abdul Wasiu Kayode Bawahala from Lagos State is hereby approved as commissioner of the Federal Character Commission. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Halima Jabiru Amadu from Nasarawa State for appointment as commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Halima Jabiru Amadu from Nasarawa State as a commissioner in the Federal Character Commission is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Alhaji Isa Jibrin from Niger State for appointment as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Alhaji Isa Jibrin as the Federal Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Honorable Kayode Oladele Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Comrade Ajimoda Bola from Ondo State for appointment as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Comrade Ajimoda Bola from Ondo State for appointment, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Eludaya Eluyemi as a commissioner in the Federal Character Commission is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Prince Ayodeyi Abbas Aleshinloye from Oyo State for appointment as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Prince Ayodeji Abbas Aleshin of Honorable Pam Botman from Plateau State for appointment as Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission. Those in favor say aye. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Aaron Chukwuemeka from Rivers State for appointment as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Aaron Chukwuemeka from Rivers State as a commissioner in the Federal Capital Commission is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Alhaji Abdullahi Aminu Tafida from Sokoto State for appointment of Abdullahi Aminu Tafida as a commissioner in the Federal Character Commission is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Comrade Bobai Balakai Kama from Taraba State for appointment as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Bobai Balakai Kama from Taraba State as a Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Jibril Maigari from Yobe State for appointment as Commissioner? The appointment of Jibril from Yobe State as a Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission is hereby a Character Commission. Those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Sani Garuba from Zamfara State for appointment as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission is hereby approved. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Solomon Ayuba Dagami from Federal Capital Territory for appointment as Commissioner of the FCT? Those in favor say aye, and those Capital Territory. Leader of the Senate. Shola Fokanle from Ekiti State for appointment as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Approved. Leader of the Senate.
Thank you, Mr. President. Sitting as chair, very distinguished.
Minority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. Sitting as chair, distinguished colleagues, I like to second the motion that the Senate refer back to plenary for the chair to report progress. As a second.
Distinguished colleagues, the motion will be moved and seconded. Those in support say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The Senate will now refer to plenary for the chairman to report progress. The Senate, in the Committee of the Whole, considered the report of the Committee on Federal Character and Intergovernmental Affairs on the screening of Mr. President's nominees for appointment as chairman and commissioners in the Federal Character Commission, and approved the nominations of Mrs. Ayo Omidiron as chairman, Honorable Obina Oriaku as commissioner, Mrs. Bena Madayi as commissioner, Babangida Amadu Guana as commissioner, Sir Toye Okio, Ederin Lovett EDC as commissioner, Barrister Nwogwo Vincent Nduka as commissioner, Chief Victor Sabo Edoro as commissioner, Honorable Shola Folanle as commissioner, Peter Eze as commissioner, Ibrahim Mairiga as commissioner, Jumai Ango as commissioner, Mohammed Awa Naya as commissioner, Anas Issa as commissioner, Awaka Atiku Bruno as commissioner, Bello Idris Eneye as commissioner, Dr. Ibrahim Abdullahi as commissioner, Abdul Wasiu Kayode Bawa Hara, Comrade Ajimuda Bola as commissioner, Eludayo Eluyemi as commissioner, Prince Honorable Pam Botman as commissioner, Aaron Chukwemeka as commissioner, Alhaji Abdullahi Aminu Tafida as commissioner, Comrade Boboy Bala Kaikama as commissioner, Honorable Jibril Maigari as commissioner. Commissioners of the Federal Character Commission. Is this a true reflection of what? Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate now confirm the nomination of Honorable Ayo Olayat Omidiron from Osun State for appointment as chairman? The nomination of Honorable Mrs. Ayo Olayat Omidiron. Will the Senate confirm the nomination of Honorable Obina Oriaku from Abia State as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Honorable Obinna Oriaku from Abia State as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission is hereby confirmed. Madayi from Adamawa State as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission. Those in favor of the confirmation say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Mrs. Eunice, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Mrs. Eunice Thomas from Akwa Ibom State as Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission is hereby confirmed. This will the Senate confirm the nomination of Honorable Noli Nkechi Gloria from Anambra State for appointment as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission. Those in favor Noli Nkechi Gloria from Anambra State is hereby confirmed as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission. From Bauchi State for appointment as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission. Those in favor say aye. Bauchi State is hereby confirmed the nomination from Benue State for appointment as Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission. Those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment, the nomination of Alegba Eugene Takende from Benue State is hereby confirmed as Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission. Nomination of Modu Mustafa from Borno State for appointment as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission. Those in favor say aye, and those against state is hereby confirmed as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve and confirm the nomination of Dr. Stella Odeekpo from Cross River State for appointment as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor of this confirmation say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Dr. Stella Odeekpo from Cross River State is hereby confirmed as a Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission. For appointment as Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission, those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Stella Odeekpo, the nomination of Ederin Lovett Idisi from Delta State is hereby confirmed as Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate for appointment as Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission, the nomination of Barrister Nwokbo Vincent Duka from Ebonyi State as Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission is hereby confirmed as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate now confirm the appointment and nomination of Honorable Shola Fokanle from Ekiti State as Commissioner? The nomination of Honorable Fola Shoganle from Fokanle from Ekiti State is hereby confirmed as Commissioner in the Federal Character. Those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Peter Eze from Enugu State is hereby confirmed as Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission. Distinguished colleagues of the state for appointment as the nomination of Ibrahim Baba the nomination of those in favor say aye. Am I right? And those against say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Jerry Alagbozo from Imo State is hereby confirmed as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission. The ayes have it. The nomination of Lawa Yao Roni from Jigawa State is hereby confirmed as a Commissioner of the Federal Character from Kaduna State is hereby confirmed as Commissioner in the Federal. The ayes have it. The nomination of Mohammed Awal Naya from Kano State is hereby confirmed as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate confirm the nomination of Honorable Anas Issa from Katsina State for appointment as Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. Honorable Anas Issa. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate now confirm the nomination of Abubakar Atiku Bruno from Kebbi State for appointment as Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Abubakar Atiku Bruno from Kebbi State for appointment as Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission is hereby confirmed. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate now confirm the nomination of Bello Idris Eneye from Kogi State for appointment as Commissioner in respect of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Bello Idris Eneye from Kogi State is hereby confirmed as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate now confirm the nomination of Dr. Ibrahim Abdullahi from Kwara State for appointment as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in state is hereby confirmed as Commissioner in the respect of the Federal Character Commission. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate confirm the nomination of Abdul Wasiu Kayode Bawahala from Lagos State as for appointment as Commissioner of the Federal Character of Abdul Wasiu Kayode Bawahala from Lagos State is hereby confirmed as Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission. Distinguished colleagues, those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Halima Jabiru Amadu from Nasarawa State is hereby confirmed as Commissioner. The nomination of Alhaji Issa Jibrin from Niger State for appointment as Commissioner in respect of the Federal Character Commission. Those in favor say aye, and those win. From distinguished colleagues, will the Senate now confirm the nomination of Commission? Those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Comrade Ajimoda Bola from Ondo State is hereby confirmed as Commissioner. Of Eludayo Eluyemi from Osun State for appointment as Commissioner in the Federal Character Commission. Those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. Of Eludayo Eluyemi from Osun State is hereby confirmed as Commissioner of the Federal Character Commission. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate confirm the nomination of Prince Ayodeyi Abbas Aleshinoye from Oyo State for appointment as commissioner in the Federal Character Commission. Those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Prince Ayodeji Abbas Ashinloye from Osun State for appointment as commissioner. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate confirm the nomination of Honorable Pam Botman from Plateau State for appointment as commissioner in the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Right Honorable Pam Botman from Plateau State is hereby confirmed as a commissioner in respect of the Federal Character Commission. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate confirm the nomination of Aaron Chukwuemeka from Rivers State for appointment as commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Aaron Chukwuemeka from Rivers State is hereby confirmed as commissioner in respect of the Federal Character Commission. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate confirm the nomination of Alhaji Abdullahi Taminu Tafida from Sokoto State for appointment as commissioner in the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye, those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Alhaji Abdullahi Aminu Tafida from Sokoto State is hereby confirmed as commissioner in respect of the Federal Character Commission. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate confirm the nomination of Comrade Boboy Bala Kaikama from Taraba State for appointment as commissioner in respect of the Federal Character Commission? Comrade Boboy Bala Kaikama from Taraba State is hereby confirmed as commissioner in respect of the Federal Character Commission. The nomination of Jibril Maigari from Yobe State for appointment as commissioner, say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Sani Garba from Zamfara State is hereby confirmed as a commissioner in the Federal Character Commission. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate now confirm the nomination of Solomon Ayuba Dagami from Federal Capital Territory for appointment as commissioner of the Federal Character Commission? Those in favor say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Solomon Ayuba Dagami from FCT for appointment as commissioner in the Federal Character Commission is hereby confirmed. Let me thank the chairman of the committee on federal character and intergovernmental affairs, my dear brother, distinguished Senator Orwell Daigari, distinguished Senator Orwell Iheanacho, well, from the Office of the Inspector General of Police. I think this has been a fantastic job. And at least 28 members of your committee also appended their signatures to this. I also wish to congratulate all the nominees for being confirmed today. And now the President can go ahead and give you the appointments. And when you get there, please, just as your appointment reflects federal character, let all the employments. Nigeria is a very plural society, and we win us. And with the interest of the nation to make Nigeria proud. I also congratulate my colleagues for your contributions and character and integrity in the National Assembly. So I congratulate all and I wish them successful tenures as chairman and commissioners of the Federal Character Commission.
Move that we stand down the other items on the agenda to the next legislative day. I so move, Mr. President.
There you go, Mr. President. Distinguished colleagues, I write
Distinguished colleagues, the motion has been moved and seconded that in view of other engagements pertaining to national service legislative day. Those in support of the motion that move and seconded say aye. Just a few now committee. The members are as follows. Distinguished Senator Ojus Okalu, Oluranti, Distinguished Senator Harry Ipalebo will be there to make it comprehensive, to make it a 13-man committee. I would like to put Distinguished Senator Sahabi Yao as member. And so that will make it 13-man for purposes of for this committee. How long do you want? The committee said, I promise that they will endeavor to be there to attend. And so I just want to remind all distinguished senators to the banquet hall. And the buses to be available from 5 p.m. Tomorrow. So the clerk of the Senate, please, you can coordinate that. So I thank all distinguished senators for your contributions this week and your dedication to duties. Leader of the Senate, motion for adjournment.
Mr. President, the of November 2020.
Now adjourn.